engaged in thinking or working or doing, spreading the Sankirtan movement. Then you know that's a liberated devotee. You have no other activity. And that is the activity of the Paramahamsa. Otherwise, actually, this material world is not a place for other kinds of activity. Even sadhana bhakti that is required, but one should not remain in one position. One should proceed. One should to advance his position. In the beginning, we were cutting vegetables. See, while class was going on, we were sitting and cutting vegetables. Then somebody told us, "You give class." Then you give class. That means you had to read the books. You had to learn something. And then you understand the principle, the point, that maybe some what appears to be material activity in between, like some management work, but that should be done with minimal fuss and minimal, endeavor. And even management. Management means preaching. It doesn't mean sit in an office and push buttons and call people and give them orders. It means, yes, you can call them, but preach to them. They're doing something, is not pure. Then you try to elevate them. Otherwise, you may keep him in that position, but you realize that he's not a very good devotee. You should not depend on him. So that's management.
Over this village Sankirtan.
Pardon?
Village Sankirtan in the bullock cart, through the bullock cart.
In relation to Kirtan with bullock cart.
The village Sankirtan, the bullock cart, in the bullock cart they have the deities, right? We have seen, right? In the villages they go. Have you heard anything like about that? Like, it's supposed to be effective, right?
Well, I was on the first parikram.
Where, in India?
Yes, I built the cover on the bullock cart, the first one, 1986. So I had to accompany. I didn't mind, of course, but yes, it's very effective because people, the people can identify because it's a bullock cart, and they see the deity, and most important, they hear the kirtan. The kirtan is the most important thing. Kirtan is the most important thing. Unfortunately, my experience at that time, it was not always so. Maybe I was feeling weak or something. No, when I was young, much younger, I walked, but I used to keep far back because the kirtan was no good.
But with pure kirtan, it will be much more effective.
Pardon?
With pure kirtan, it will be.
Yes, kirtan means pure kirtan. I mean, the consciousness has to be there. Performing kirtan, it should be it should be done purely, without any motive. Not that you're waiting that you'll, get some material benefit by being kirtan singer or something.
But to think that they should get to hear the holy name, that is not material desire. That the villagers or the people there they should hear the holy name, that's not a material desire.
No, they should hear the actual holy name, not the shadow of the holy name. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada has criticized that just screeching and howling, Hare and Krishna, that is not the holy name. So the actual holy name, yes, one should have faith and conviction. One should actually have faith. One should actually be a devotee of the holy name, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of the Sankirtan. Then it will be effective.
Okay. Devotee means pure devotee, or?
That means pure devotee. That's his motive. That's his desire. And his actions are not outside that. Then that's pure devotee. That's pure devotional service. He may be young. He may be not very well educated, but if he understands that principle, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it easy for everybody to take part. All they have to do is develop this understanding of the supreme importance of the kirtan, and take part. And they become, if they simply stick to that, they become exalted. They may be villagers, but if you hear the story, some of the acharyas in our parampara, their life story, they spent their whole life in a village, simple activity, but they were fixed in that faithful devotion to serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu according to their position.
Rasananda Prabhu ki jai.
Hare Krishna.